Dear Toastmasters, good evening or good morning. As I was browsing through my phone gallery the other day, I posted one photo. The person in this photo seemed very familiar to me, yet a stranger. I asked myself, who is this? Let me show you that photo. This is the photo. Is it visible? Dear Toastmasters, welcome to Ship of Theseus. Let's start sailing. Imagine a brand new ship that has been just brought out to the shores. The ship started sailing from port to port, carrying cargo and passengers. Years passed, and one day came when the sail of the ship was broken due to the constant gushing of the winds. The captain of the ship, being a very meticulous man, replaced the sail immediately. Time passed. Another day came when the anchor of the ship got damaged. The captain replaced the anchor immediately. In this manner, they kept on replacing parts of the ship as and when they got damaged. And finally, a day came when all of the original parts of the ship had been replaced by newer ones. Though the ship did not have any of its original parts left, it was still known by its old name among the people. The ship of Theseus is a thought experiment. The question is, are these two ships the same? If we shift the context from ships to human bodies, we would find ourselves in a pretty similar situation. On an average, an adult human body consists of about 37.2 trillion cells. Of these, almost 300 cells die every minute. That's right. 300 cells in your body might have been destroyed after I started speaking. As such, once in every 7 years, all the cells in your body gets destroyed and replaced by newer ones. Yet, we continue to be described by our identity etched to us during our childhood. Let's take things one level up. I believe that most of us would have been in a situation when we meet up with an acquaintance or a friend after a fairly long interval. After some small talk, they might they might tell you that you have changed. Of course, I have changed. What did they expect? It's naive to assume that a person would remain the same over the years, completely disregarding the constantly evolving world around them. We came into this world knowing nothing as toddlers. As we were exposed, we started learning. We learned the complex human relationships. We learned languages to communicate. We learned the scientific laws governing the nature. That's how we learn and that's how we grow. Nobody would engage in a peekaboo with an adult and expect them to be wonderstruck. Though the stream of learning goes uninterrupted, there are moments in time when we would have to unlearn certain things. We grew up considering a set of ideals to be right, but as we get exposed to new realities, some of our belief systems may be challenged. For instance, let us consider the case of racial jokes or sexual jokes or body shaming jokes. Such jokes are so predominantly ingrained to our mainstream media that we might have grown up normalizing the same as humor. But as we grow, we realize that these jokes are made at the expense of other people. We feel it is not okay to laugh at those. We feel they are not clean humor. That is how we unlearn. That is how we grow. And that is how we change. The concept of change brings us back to the original question. Is a person of today and their 7-year-old self the same? Obviously, they have their differences. Their behavior to a particular situation may not be the same as how they have behaved 7 years ago, but they do share their similarities too. The manner in which a person reacts to new realities may remain more or less the same. Open-minded people would, would be happy to entertain contrasting ideas. They would try to consider the merit in these ideas and realign their own standards accordingly. On the other hand, people who are obstinate would try to stick to their own realities. The ship of Theseus is a philosophical thought process. The answer to it depends on depends from person to person on how they analyze the situation, and would result that difference would result in determining if the person would have remained with one old ship or one old ship and one new change ship. That's all, dear Toastmasters. Thank you.